Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow, Sugardale Stack Pack, sliced bacon $9.98. Mississippi #1 sweet potatoes, 59 cents per pound. And Best Choice shredded or chunk cheese, 2 for $3.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare.
Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seed.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
When I grow up, I'm gonna redefine pizza. One that will change the history of pizza forever. A pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni. This is my dream, and I can do it. Because my mom and dad said I can accomplish anything. And I will do great things in life.
Sorry, kid, it's been done.
But my dream...
Introducing Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza. A large pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Choice Pawn pregame show as we want to take you to the field now for today's Sophomore Day ceremony.
David. Strawley. Just give me the signal when you want me to start.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the ICC Soccer Complex for the final regular season game of the season. Today is going to be our Sophomore Day recognition, where we'll recognize the Lady Indian sophomore soccer players. First up, number 3, Mallory Scott, a forward from Saltillo, Mississippi. She went to Saltillo High School. Parents are Kim and Scotty Harper and Len Hayes. Her awards and honors this season are 2016 MAC All-State Selection, 2017 MAC JC All-Star Selection. Number 4, Ferris Bradley, midfielder from Pontotoc, Mississippi. Went to South Pontotoc High School. Parents are Michael and Dawn Bradley. Her honors and awards are PTK member, MACJC Academic Team, and JCA Academic All-American. And 2017 Homecoming Queen. Number 5, Maya Richardson, defender from Columbus, Mississippi. She attended New Hope High School. Parents are Frank and Shell Richardson. She's a member of PTK and the MACJC academic team. Number 8, Nikki Kessler, a defender from Oxford, Mississippi. She attended Lafayette High School. Her parents are Randy and Becky Kessler. Number 9, Morgan Dennis, a midfielder from Saltillo, Mississippi. She attended Saltillo High School. Her parents are Bob and Missy Dennis. She's a member of PTK, the MACJC academic team, the NJCAA Academic All-American, a 2016 All-State selection, and a 2017 MACJC All-Star selection. Number 10, Allie Barnett, a forward from Iuka, Mississippi. She attended Tishomingo County High School. Her parents are Tommy and Stephanie Barnett. She's a member of the MACJC academic team. Number 11, Audrey Wilson, a midfielder from Starkville, Mississippi. Her parents are Jeff and Christy Wilson, and she's a member of PTK. Number 13, Brooke Younger, midfielder from Columbus, Mississippi. She attended New Hope High School, and her parents are Steve and Tina Younger. Number 15, Hope Simmons, midfielder from Saltillo, Mississippi. She attended Saltillo High School. Her parents are Nancy and Donnie Simmons. She's a member of the MACJC academic team. Number 16, Caroline Jaggers, a defender from Saltillo, Mississippi. She attended Saltillo High School. Her parents are Kevin and Marilee Jaggers. She's a member of the BSU leadership team, PTK, MACJC academic team, NJCAA academic All-American, and a 2017 MACJC All-Star selection. Number 22, Brooke Wilson, defender from Saltillo, Mississippi. She attended Saltillo High School. Her parents are Stephen and Wendy Wilson. She's a member of PTK, the MACJC academic team, and the NJCAA academic All-American. Number 24, Savannah Courtright, defender from Baldwin, Mississippi. She attended Corinth High School. Her parents are Sabrina and Jason Courtright. She's a member of the MACJC academic team. Number 27, Jennifer Hosey, a midfielder from Richland, Mississippi. She attended Richland High School. Her parents are Obi and Lisa Hosey. She's a member of PTK and the MACJC academic team. This sophomore class has helped the program earn back-to-back top 3 national rankings in the NJCA Academic Team of the Year awards. They have also clinched MACJC playoff berths in each of their last 2 seasons, and have helped the Lady Indians earn the number 2 North Division seed this season, and will host Mississippi Gulf Coast in the first round of the MACJC tournament next Tuesday at noon. Let's thank these student athletes for their tremendous honors one last time. In just a moment, we'll have the teams line up for the playing of the national anthem and get ready for kickoff.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
Best pizza, New York style.
No way. Chicago deep dish.
Nah. White pie.
Half veggies, half meat. Just cheese.
No. Pepperoni. Extra crunchy.
Really? Has to be gluten-free.
Pop it with arugula.
No, basil.
Eggplant. Dude, really?
That's not pizza, come on.
Pizza. And a Coke.
You got that right. 2 Cokes, please.
My pizza goes best with a Coke.
An ice cold Coke.
Only with a Coke.
With Farm Bureau, you're getting local agents, great auto rates, and fast, friendly claims.
Great. Glad I went with Farm Bureau.
No, it's Farm Bureau.
Farv.
Say it with me. Farm.
Farv.
Ma. You know what? Doesn't matter. Either way, you're all set.
See? That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
For coverage you can't beat, Farm Bureau Insurance.
I got a great deal on pizza.
You went to Little Caesars and got an extra most bestest with the most cheese and pepperoni for just $6.
I got a terrible deal on pizza.
Give me that.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni at the nation's best price. Little Caesars $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
I am Corey Stanford Walters.
I'm Blaine Walters.
And we are the owners of the Bright and Green Bridal Boutique House of Tux in Columbus, and the Bell and Bow Formal Wear Boutique and House of Tux in Starkville. I was at ICC from 2005 to 2007, and there were several activities that I was involved in, one of which was being able to represent ICC as Miss Itawamba Community College at the Miss Mississippi pageant.
ICC has provided so many memories and special people in my life. First and foremost, it was where Corey and I really got to know each other. Allison Cummings, who's a dear and precious friend to us, kind of set us up, and you know, she, Larry Boggs, Mary Sue Boggs, there's so many people that forever will have a special place in our hearts, and we consider them to be some of our nearest and dearest friends.
I came away with a 4-year degree debt-free, and part of that was because of my involvement in the scholarships that ICC provided me. I thank ICC for a lot of that, for working hard to make sure that their students can get an education and not be out a lot out of pocket.
both of us, I feel like, left with confidence, something that maybe we had going into it, but on a whole nother level. You're able to do great things at ICC, and you're really lifted up by the staff and faculty. So I think I left with a whole nother level of confidence. I was able to be involved and be active, as was Corey. I think it's easy to get involved and easy to do great things, and that really builds up the confidence for you to take to the next level with you.
I am Corey Stanford Walters.
And I am Blaine Walters.
And we are ICC.
From the moment they were young, you cheered them on. You defended them and you encouraged them. Why? Because as a child's parent, you are their greatest influence. You always wanted them to be better, accomplish more, and make a difference. We want that too. At Itawamba Community College, we give them the opportunity to live a life above the bar.
All right, we're back with one of the best dunkers in basketball. His name is Zach Levine.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, enough with the jibber jab. Let's roll Zach's top 10 dunks.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Hachi, chachi, dunky, reenie.
Guys, these aren't my dunks. These are sandwiches.
Welcome to our house.
That's right. We live here.
You live here with the sandwiches?
No, I have a home and a wife and a child.
I live here with the sandwiches.
Try the new Dunked Ultimate Chicken Sandwich in 3 bold flavors and get half-price shakes and ice cream slushes after 8 p.m.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow, Sugardale Stack Pack, sliced bacon $9.98. Mississippi #1 sweet potatoes, 59 cents per pound. And Best Choice shredded or chunk cheese, 2 for $3.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we're just moments away from that First American National Bank opening kickoff here between ICC and Southwest Tennessee. It's Sophomore Appreciation Day this afternoon in Fulton, as you saw earlier for those that joined us, but for those that may be just now joining us, we recognized our sophomores this afternoon before the start of the game. There you see the ICC Lady Indians getting set to start this one as they take on Southwest Tennessee this afternoon here in Fulton. Well, the Lady Indians come in with a 9-7 record. This is a non-division matchup. Southwest 0-9 on the year. I believe ICC knocked off Southwest earlier this season 4-0. And a win this afternoon for the Lady Indians could set the new mark for most wins in a season, as they currently tied with 9 wins. A 10th win would be big, and especially on sophomore days for these sophomores that have been here for a couple of years, can come in and leave their mark on the program and kind of raise that bar a little bit for years to come. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's Coca-Cola starting lineups here for ICC. It'll be number 2, Alex Stevens. She's a freshman defender from Aberdeen. You've got number 3, Mallory Scott, a sophomore midfielder from Saltillo. Number 5, Maya Richardson, a sophomore defender from Columbus. Number 6, Emma Godden. She is a freshman midfielder from Surrey, England. You've got number 9, Morgan Dennis, a sophomore midfielder from Saltillo. Number 12, Gracie Bertelson. She is a freshman midfielder from Natchez. You've got number 14, Addison Meadows, a freshman midfielder from Oxford. Number 16 is Caroline Jaggers, a sophomore midfielder from Saltillo. 17 is Deanna Christie. She's a freshman forward from Liverpool, England. Number 18, Cynthia Bethencourt. She is a freshman midfielder out of New Albany. And in net here is going to be Mary Kate Grayson, a freshman keeper out of Tupelo. ICC in the white tops, red shorts. And it's going to be all blue for Southwest. They're in blue, trimmed in white. Their keeper will be in highlighter yellow. Kind of reminds you of Baylor a little bit with some of the basketball uniforms they have worn in the past. For ICC, Mary Kate will be all black, white numerals in net here. ICC will be moving from right to left on your screen, I guess you could say, because you can watch either here on your computer, on your phone. Even some people tune in on their televisions. For Southwest, they'll be moving left to right. So just moments away from that First American National Bank kickoff. As Southwest will have it to start things off here. As we said, Southwest 0-9 on the year. And so Southwest will have it to start with. ICC will take it away. That's going to be number 14, Addison Meadows. Up the field she goes. This is going to be Cynthia Bethencourt. Bethencourt charging ahead. Now sends it across the middle. Early opportunity, and it's good. Well, just like that, ICC gets on the board, and that's going to be Mallory Scott. Quickly with the goal, and it's 1-0 ICC. So a good job that time by the Lady Indians, just letting that one set up.
Hey, let's go again then, okay? Next 5 minutes.
And you have to excuse me for a moment as I'm updating Twitter today. Lady Indians get it back once again. That was an assist from Bethencourt on a nice cross by Bethencourt. So Lady Indians with it, going to work there on the far side of the field. Looking for the cross and the header to Scott that time, but cleared out nicely that time. So ICC, though, keeps possession. And a foul is going to be called. 1-0 is the score here. The seconds and minutes that I can adjust is not set up on the clock. So I will just set it back to 45. So this will be a goal kick coming up. ICC will control. Out wide they go to Mallory Scott. There's 43-12 left here. As now Scott charging in, but nicely cleared out that time by Southwest. And this will result in a corner kick coming up here for the Lady Indians.
Hey, set this up, okay?
So it'll be a corner kick coming up here for ICC. It looks like it's going to be Mallory Scott set to send this one in from the corner. ICC will be back in action on Tuesday here in Fulton as they are going to take on Gulf Coast in the opening round of the MACJC State Playoffs, a rematch of last year's playoff game. As this one's being sent in the middle and cleared out that time by Southwest. Nicely done by Southwest to be able to clear that one out, force the Indians to reset, send it inside, and easily stopped. So 1-0 is your score. Mallory Scott scored on a goal by Cynthia Bethencourt. So ICC controls it here at midfield now. This is going to be Bethencourt with it. Out wide, now crosses back over to the middle. That's going to be Emma Godden. Godden now sends it up the pitch, trying to find Mallory Scott, just a little too far. It's going to be a foot race for it down the sideline, and ICC wins it, but loses it out of bounds. Good hustle that time by Gracie Bertelson on the far side of the pitch. Just could not quite hold on to it as it goes out of bounds and result in a goal kick here for Southwest. 1-0 is your score here early. 41-28 to go here in the first half. This kick being sent down the pitch, and it's going to be battled for, and Godden will control it, and then taken away by Southwest. But then there's Caroline Jaggers doing a good job coming up from that back line to get the possession back. Now here comes Bethencourt. Bethencourt tried to leave it to Christie, cleared out by Southwest. This is Maya Richardson with it now. Pushes it ahead. No, could not quite thread the needle through that time. Southwest, good defense as they're going to clear it back. This is number 10, Jessica Davis with it now. She lost control, and ICC is able to get it to back. ICC leading 1-0 here. 40-45 to go. Cross over the middle. Deanna Christie with it now. Drops it back over the middle. Shot from distance, and it's good. And ICC takes a quick 2-0 lead, as that was number 14, Meadows, with a nice finish that time. And the Lady Indians quickly ahead in this one. Christie gets the assist, and ICC leads now 2-0. And so 2-0 is the score. And Southwest will have it on the far side. Toss in, and it's going to be chased down and controlled by ICC. Cleared back, but Southwest pokes it ahead. Now this is going to be Jaggers taking over. Sends it ahead. It's out of bounds, so it'll be a toss in on the far side of the pitch. Coming in for Southwest, and they're going to throw it in, and broken up nicely that time by ICC, but Southwest comes back and takes control. Up ahead they go with it, fires from distance, looking for somebody on the cross that time. Really nobody coming in to helping out. 2-0 is your score. And now here comes Bethencourt here on the near side, trying to push it up the pitch. She's got Christie going out wide, but a nice defensive stop that time by Maddie Harrington. But ICC was able to get it back. Christie with it now. Christie trying to get it across. That's going to be number 14, Addison Meadows, who drops it back to Godden. Godden goes out wide. That's going to be Bertelsen. Bertelsen with a quick touch, trying to feed it inside to Morgan Dennis. Ball's free, and Dennis pokes it home. Morgan Dennis got it off the deflection that time, and Dennis gives ICC a 3-0 lead. So Dennis gets the goal, and ICC leads it now 3-0. It's been all Lady Indians here early on. So ICC with it now, going to work. I do apologize. I'm updating Twitter as we go here.
Good. Run off of the police forwards.
And ICC gets it back, cleared out by Southwest Tennessee. And so Southwest will have it now. Now to get everything updated, I do apologize once again for that brief break there. Southwest with it now in control, fires it ahead, broken up nicely that time by Jaggers. Ball goes back. Grayson comes up and makes a play on it. Dangerous situation, good, smart, quick decision that time by Mary Kate Grayson to come up and grab it to keep the chance of the deflection, much like we saw Morgan Dennis's last goal that gave the ICC a 3-0 lead. Poor touch that time by ICC. Southwest takes it away, but gives it right back.
Well done, Caroline. You should already be moving when it gets wide there, forwards.
And up ahead they go, trying to find Deanna Christie. Just let her step too far. Easy scoop that time by the keeper from Southwest. So that one's sent ahead. It's just going to be a foot race.
Press it.
And it's going to be sent out of bounds.
She goes there.
And I believe this will be a corner kick. Yes, a corner kick coming up here for the Lady Indians. So it'll be a corner kick coming up as the clock continues to roll here. 35-18 and counting to go here. The ball did get sent out wide, so they just want to track this one down from behind the net here. ICC leading 3-0. Remind you, stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime report. We will take a look at some Sonic scoring in the first half, as well as hear from the ICC All-American Band. As they're going to let it go short this time. This is going to be Meadows sending it up high. This is Emma Godden. Godden fires, and a save that time. Emma has a pretty strong leg, just couldn't quite step into that one 100% with the player closing in quickly. An easy save that time for Southwest. 3-0 is your score. ICC takes that 50-50 ball. Now they're going to set it back. And this is going to go up ahead to Mallory Scott. Scott sends it forward. This is Morgan Dennis. Dennis out wide on the far side of the pitch, looking to go inside, tries to cross over defender. Nicely defended that time by Southwest. Now they send it back across the middle. This is going to be Mallory Scott. Scott sets it back up, looking for someone to go to, tries to go out wide and force it inside that time. Oh, good, nice back heel pass that time. Morgan Dennis had kind of given up on the play, or actually, they call a foul.
I like to look there, D.
Or no, they say Dennis was offsides. No, because he's going to punt this one, so maybe they didn't call anything at all. Everybody kind of just stopped on the play, I guess you can say. This ball sent ahead, Southwest with the touch. And ICC steps in front of it. Back towards the middle of the pitch they go, swinging it out wide. This is going to be Bertelson on the far side. Spins it ahead. Mallory Scott steps into it. She's being closely hawked defensively there on the far side, and she's going to be knocked down. And no call as she takes the spill to the turf, but they are going to stay out of bounds. And it should be a corner kick coming up here for ICC. So a corner opportunity coming up here. Third of the game for the Lady Indians. Have yet to be able to cash in on one of them, but they do lead 3-0 here over Southwest with 32 minutes and 52 seconds to play here in the first half. Mallory just scoots this one forward, just a little give and go. Miles going to step into it with the left foot, try to send it inside, and it's going to be out of bounds and result in another corner kick coming up here for the Lady Indians. As we said, this is a tune-up before the playoff, a non-division game here between ICC and Southwest Tennessee. We do want to say a special hello to those that might be watching in support of Southwest Tennessee this afternoon here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. This one's sent ahead in the middle, broken up beautifully that time by Southwest. It's going to be sent out of bounds, and once again will be another corner kick coming up for ICC. We do invite you to follow us on Twitter at Let'sGoICC. You can also follow us there on Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube just by searching Let's Go ICC. Scott steps into this one, sends it high inside, pinballed around, and Southwest tried to let it clear, but now they fire from distance. No, too tall. And Emma Godden with a good idea that time, was in a little bit of traffic, just could not quite get that one to settle. So we have a substitution coming into the match here for Southwest Tennessee. This is going to be number 22, and I don't have a 22 on my roster. So the goal kick is taken over by ICC. Morgan Dennis with it now. Lady Indians have just dominated the time of possession this so far here in the first half. Sends it ahead. Good read that time defensively by Southwest to break that one up. Now Dennis tries to send it from distance. Easy scoop for Southwest Tennessee. We talked about it. We'll continue to talk about it throughout the day. ICC will be hosting Mississippi Gulf Coast next Tuesday at noon. That's the opening round of the playoffs. The winner of that match will advance to the semifinals of the MACJC State Tournament going on at Freedom Ridge Park, hosted by Holmes. That match will be on Saturday.
Press it again and that's the ball. Good, Maya.
And Maya Richardson steps in front of that one. Now sends it out wide to Cynthia Bethencourt. Bethencourt already with 1 assist this afternoon. Bethencourt tries to send it across. Good job that time by the Southwest defender. Just getting her head on it to break it up. Looking to try to go backdoor to Mallory Scott, who was there. But if not by that good defensive play by Southwest, probably would have resulted in the 4th goal here by ICC. Lady Indians with it yet again on the far side. That's going to be Burleson. Burleson sends it ahead, but had it poked away by Southwest. She gets it back. Tries to cross it, but Southwest that time too much traffic to be able to get that one through. Now here comes Southwest on the far side of the pitch. Trying to break free. That's going to be number 8, Katie Smith. Smith showing some pretty good speed down the sideline. That's Alex Stevens with her step-by-step to force the turnover. And now here comes ICC with an opportunity on the other side. Southwest breaks that one up. And ICC gets it back. Joined in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth by the legendary ICC men's coach, Mike Sullivan and Sully. Special day today, sophomore day. As a coach, it's one of those days you love but you hate because there's a lot of off-the-field distractions. But luckily, not a division game today, so all-around good day for the program.
Yeah, it's a good, fun day, and the kids get to enjoy their last regular season home match, finish off with hopefully a bang, and get recognized and have their parents out there with them. So it's a day we enjoy having.
Absolutely. Of course, for those that are watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, we'll have the men's sophomore presentation in between or after this game, before the men's game as well. ICC leading this one 3-0, and Sully, good start to the contest for the Lady Indians. I think scored within the first minute of the contest.
Yeah, definitely what they needed. I mean, I know they've had a couple of rough games, and scoring a bunch of goals always makes you a little healthier. So it's a great way to go into the playoffs with some confidence, and hopefully it'll keep up and they can have a big day.
Well, Sully, also another opportunity here for the women, and I know it's something you're proud of as you used to coach both the men and women. A win this afternoon by the Lady Indians, and that will result in the all-time win record for most wins in a season.
Oh, absolutely. Records are made to be broken, and I'm going to be real proud to see them break that record that I'm not even sure when we set it, to be honest with you. But I know it was quite a while ago, so it's nice to see them get into double digits. And they're going to finish 10-7?
Mm-hmm. 10-7 heading into the playoffs. So there's a shot by Bethencourt just wide. Good job by the keeper to make that decision to grab it, as that was a smart play by Burleson, closing in a hurry to see if she couldn't get one off the deflection. Well, Sully, Andrew College coming to town. They're out of Georgia, so not a short trip for those guys, but you guys made that trip last season. Tell us what you know about Andrew College and kind of just where they're from.
Yeah, they're, from year to year, they seem to be great one year and then maybe not quite great, and then they're in another cycle of being great. They just lost to Georgia Military 1-0 a couple of days ago, which is a fantastic result. Georgia Military is top 20 school, so we know they're going to come in here and pose a big challenge to us, and which will be good. We're not looking to get our starters 90 minutes today. We want to be careful and try and get some good work in, but at the same time, not push it too hard with the playoffs around the corner. So we're definitely going to, test ourselves big time against them, and that'll be good for us. Because Southwest, when we play them Tuesday, they will give us all they want and some. It'll be tough.
And that leads me into my next point. You do host Southwest. That'll be at 2:30 on Tuesday. If you can't make it out to the pitch, it'll be available right here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, the Red Channel. Sully, just talk about getting that co-division championship. Just unfortunately had to settle for that number 2 seed through some tiebreakers, as here comes Mallory Scott charging, but a nice save. Just talk about getting ready for the playoffs and what we can expect out of Southwest. This is a team we faced, but it was like the first game of the year when we last played them.
Yeah, 17 games ago.
Yeah.
We saw Southwest, and we were watching the film the other day, and it's amazing how much they and both us have changed. So it's almost like that first game film was not very helpful for the future.
Yeah.
They have a few injuries. We have a few injuries, so we're almost about even on that front. There's a lot of stats. We've scored 52 goals this year, and they've scored 44. We've given up 27. They've given up 22. So, I mean, you're looking at two really evenly matched teams that can score some goals and, kind of stop them at the same time. So it should be quite a good matchup. Their record's 10-3-2, and, we're 9-5-1 pending today. So, again, you're looking at two schools that are very evenly matched statistically. They've got some great experience. They came in third in their division, but it was very close. I mean, they finished like a half a game behind Pearl River and just beat Pearl River a couple of days ago. So we know it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, and you take a look at that South Division. It's just been Gulf Coast all year. I think Gulf Coast has won maybe 21, 22, possibly 23 straight division games. So Gulf Coast, I guess you say, is the one with the target on their back for everybody going into the postseason play.
Absolutely. I mean, they're the favorite going in, but we all know that favorite does not mean unbeatable or will win for sure. So actually the winner of our match with Southwest will get Gulf Coast. So we would love to be able to take that challenge on and take Gulf Coast. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough road for us to, get things going in the playoffs. But, I mean, heck, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. That's what I say. So taking on Southwest and then Gulf Coast will certainly if we could win those two, we would definitely earn our place.
And that should be a handball because it never went out of bounds.
Yeah.
Just a mental mistake there by Southwest. And no, the side judge is going to overrule it.
Might have said it was out of bounds already.
Okay.
Might have been nice.
I would say that might have just been it's 3-0 with 24 minutes to play. Let's continue playing. But, yeah, just talk about Sully, of course. For those that do not know or may not have checked, the state tournament will be at Freedom Ridge Park down there in Ridgeland, hosted by Holmes. About as neutral as you can get in the league.
Yeah, I mean, actually, to be honest, it's a great venue. I mean, they have they played an MLS game or two out there. Looks like we could have a goal here.
Here comes Deanna Christie, and she fires and sneaks it in for the goal, and ICC takes a 4-0 lead.
That was a good finish right there. Those are the kind of finishes when you get to Tuesday, you got to put those away. That's one of the main things we've been talking about is finish your chances. And I know Coach Strother's doing the same kind of mentality there. You're not going to get a million chances in the playoffs. But kind of getting back to the other thing, Holmes, the tournament will be at Holmes. Pearl River, for the men, Pearl River hosting Hines, and we're hosting Southwest. Two winners will go on to play Gulf Coast and East Central in the semifinals at 11 and 1 o'clock, and then a men's championship on Sunday at, I think it's at 1. So it's a great venue, and hopefully we're going to get the opportunity to play there.
4-0 is your score here as ICC in control of this one with 22:45 to play.
That one hurts a little bit.
That one, I heard that thud. So, if you will, just while I'm typing in the updates, here comes ICC. Another chance. Oh, just missing Deanna by a step or two. Just your view on this Lady Indians team, and they've lost their last two, but as you said, playing extremely sharp this afternoon. Just sort of your take on the Lady Indians heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I like where they're at. I like the opponent they're facing. I think it's going to be an evenly matched game. ICC should have the advantage playing at home. They've scored quite a few goals this year. I know they've probably hit 30 at least, and they've done a great job keeping people out of the net. Up until the last couple of games, I think they had maybe 3 or 4 shutouts in a row. Mm-hmm. So, they have done a really good job. They ran into a tough, motivated Northwest team on the road that had to win to get in. That was kind of like what we were talking about with the guys. We kept catching everybody that had to do this or had to do that.
Yep.
It would have been nice just to get a team that was like, okay, we're playing, but there's no urgency here.
Right.
Everybody we were playing had urgency all the time, so it made it even tougher. And of course, Holmes had their situation with that should have been offsides, but maybe not.
They say play on. The shot is easily saved that time by Mary Kate Grayson. Kind of look at that first goal from Holmes in your match, Sully. I don't know what you saw on that, but the guy was about 2 steps past that back line, but the referee running, looking down at his feet, never saw the offsides.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those where, I mean, what I always say to the guys, like, you know, just don't let them get in the position to make those kind of chances happen, whether they're on or off. Because if we stop that entry pass in, you know, then then that run doesn't matter. So, you know, but the nice thing was about that, in a way, and here's
Ferris Bradley, strong foot, then a second opportunity, couldn't get it. And this is going to be just too tall. 3 opportunities that time for the ICC, and tell you what, you may want to check on the keeper here as she kind of ran into a inadvertent foot of Ferris Bradley.
She'll probably be able to shake that one off.
Yeah.
She looks tough.
She does.
I talked with her coach a little before the game, and you know, said you know, they've had a rough. This is their first year, so they've had a rough, you know, first year, but there's always growing pains. But said she's done a fantastic job for them in the goal. I'm sure she's faced a lot of shots, so she's gotten a lot of work.
So a good-looking athlete in goal there. I believe that is going to be Taylor Savage out of Munford High School in Tennessee. And that's who that is. So good job by the referee, kind of taking his time to walk back and said ICC going to send in some substitutions as well to kind of give Taylor a shot of sort of catching her breath there. Sully, a popular man. Go ahead, take that, Sully. We do appreciate Coach Mike Sullivan joining us here in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth as he's taking a quick phone call as the Indians will be facing Andrew College later on this afternoon on Sophomore Day. As we said, we'll keep the broadcast hot here after the match, and then we will bring you the men's Sophomore Day, then break away for a moment. As here comes ICC, Bradley with an opportunity. Oh, that pass just behind her. A little bit of a push in the back, but as we said, the officials kind of letting them go here unless it's something just terribly malicious. That cross, beautiful idea. Now here comes Morgan Dennis, tries to send it inside. Great help defense on the part of Myra Montoya to break that one up, and now result in a corner kick coming up here for the Lady Indians. So, no. Yes, it is. It will be a corner opportunity coming in here for the Lady Indians. So Sully's going to have to step away. We do appreciate Coach Mike Sullivan coming in and talking to us for a few moments. Andrew College has pulled up, and Sully was making sure that he was helping them get squared away for their match this afternoon. So a corner kick coming up here for ICC. This one sent in, and pretty rough collision between 2 of the ICC players, as you see Allie Barnett a little slow to get up that time as the player from Southwest coming over and saying, that's my bad. So no harm, no foul as that kick goes out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick coming up here for Southwest with 18:02 to play here in the first half of play. As we said, we'll have the Sonic scoring update coming your way at halftime, as well as the ICC All-American Band performance, part of the Little Caesars halftime show here between ICC and Southwest, the final regular season match of the season, but for the Lady Indians, not the last match of the year. That's going to be a foul coming up here on Southwest, as both the Lady Indians and Indians will host a pair of home playoff matches next Tuesday. So it'll be basically a PK or a free kick, as it's just outside. A free kick is it's just outside the box here. So this will be Audrey Wilson and Mallory Scott set up here. We'll see who's set to take it. And it's going to be Wilson. Wilson puts a foot into it. Oh, just nicely blocked up that time as you're looking for a shot or possibly a header off of Ferris Bradley, but a nice quick decision that time by the keeper, Taylor Savage, to come in and make the play on that one. So now here comes Southwest on the attack. Since over the middle, but taken away nicely that time, as that was Addison Meadows. as that was a wasp that just flew by our Nat Sound mic. As ICC with it now, trying to get it out of the box, does so. This is going to be Courtright sending it up the pitch. That's Younger. Back to Savannah. Going over the middle. Morgan Dennis letting it clear, and that's going to be Meadows. Meadows pokes it ahead to Barnett. Barnett, though, just couldn't quite get a good touch on it. Southwest clears. Richardson lets it settle, now sends it over to Wilson. Wilson sends it out wide. And Younger, that time, the ball just took an awkward hop as soon as it got to Brooke and kind of just hopped over her foot as she couldn't let that one settle to be able to take control of it. 15-25 and counting here in the first half. ICC with a commanding 4-0 lead here over Southwest. Younger takes that one away, pokes it ahead. This is going to be Mallory Scott. Scott looking to go to work, trying to beat the defender. Good defense that time by Southwest to poke that one out of bounds. And it'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Lady Indians. And so Lady Indians going to let that ball sit and just not really get in a big hurry to get out there to it. As it will be Audrey Wilson making the long run from about midfield to come back and get the only ball. The other ball was sent out wide earlier near the car dealership to our left. And so Wilson heading back. And so this will be Audrey Wilson set to send in this corner opportunity here for the Lady Indians. Inside, ball being pinballed around, and Southwest will clear it out. And this is going to be Meadows, sends it back to Richardson over the middle. Maya fires and broken up nicely that time. And now here come the Lady Indians, and that's going to be, are they going to call a handball in the box? No, they're going to call offsides on the Indians. Well, that should have been a handball, but I don't think the referees are really going to call that today, as they've been pretty inconsistent with the handball call all season long. We've only seen like 3 called, and that was all in the last match against Holmes. And now most referees take the opinion of, well, if it's changes the play or is done on purpose or intentionally done, reaching out to hit it with your hand or the extension of the hand, then they'll call it. But a handball is a handball. It's not really open for interpretation on that rule, but the officials have kind of taken on themselves to do that. So penalty on ICC, and Southwest will boot this one down the field. Just a programming note for those watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. We'll be back here tomorrow afternoon at 2:10 with the Choice Pond pregame show, as we have ICC football coming your way. It'll be ICC at Mississippi Delta, Delta homecoming. It'll be a division game for the Indians as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive. The Indians will have to run the table and can use a little help to get back in the playoffs, or get in the playoffs, I should say. Judging by what we kind of figured out looking over the tiebreaker rules, it's going to go down to about the 5th or 6th step of that tiebreaker, and it's not going to go in favor of the Indians if it does get that far. Still a lot of games to be played, though. ICC's got to take on Holmes and win that one on homecoming next Saturday. We do invite you to visit Let'sGoICCTV.com. Go to that bottom right-hand corner where you can see the Food Giant ICC spotlight, and it'll have the schedule of events as this kick is high and over the back of the net. And a good shot that time, good opportunity, just too strong by Southwest. There's 11:58 to go here in the first half. 4-0 ICC with the lead. So the Indians with it, trying to move it down the pitch. Good touch up the field. They go to Ferris Bradley. Bradley sends it out wide. That's going to be Bennett. Bennett beats the defender and tries to send it inside. And good job by that help defense out of Southwest to take the angle away from Bennett and make that difficult, as Allie showing off her speed. And so ICC with it now on the far side of the pitch. This is Younger. Younger sends it ahead to Barnett. Barnett Oh, tries to send it inside, and they're going to call offsides on the Indians. As I don't really think that was the case. I think that might have just been the referee's way of taking away an easy scoring opportunity from ICC, because there were two players in between the ICC players and the keeper and the ball, I should say. Well, ICC's having a ice cream social in the Grove across the way, the Indian Grove, and you can probably hear the music in the background. So this is going to be Younger. Sarah drops it inside to Llanos. Trying to go to the middle to Hope Simmons, just a little too far. Southwest clears it out. That's Richardson who keeps it and resets the offense. Younger on the far side of the pitch with the touch. Oh, crosses over the defender. Nicely done. Now sends it inside, but a nice defensive effort by Southwest to break that one up, and ICC will keep the possession. 10 minutes, 2 seconds to play now until halftime. We do invite you to stay tuned at halftime, as we'll have the Little Caesars halftime show and include the sonic scoring from the first half, as well as a performance from the ICC All-American Band. This is Sullivan. Sullivan, just a little miscommunication on the part of the Indians that time. Sent it ahead, broken up by Southwest, but the ball is loose and Southwest clears it out, and Courtright will control it at midfield. So ICC with the ball, they lead 4-0. There's 9:31 to play here. Sends it ahead. That's going to be Ferris Bradley. Bradley had to kind of check up that time. Now Deeks the defender. They're trying to go inside, and it's just going to be cleared out. Like she was trying to get set up for that left-footed shot attempt, but good defense by Southwest to force that one away and then kick it out of bounds to set up a corner opportunity here for the Lady Indians. And it looks like this will be Wilson to send this in from the corner. 4-0 is your score. ICC with the lead here on Sophomore Day. So this will be Audrey Wilson. Going to reset it here. The flag kind of flying around. She kicked it out of her way, but then it's going to set right back in her way. And now she rushes the kick, and it's going to be inside, and nearly off the foot of Ferris Bradley. Good effort that time by Bradley, but out of bounds it went. She could have somehow got a little bit more of a angle on that one. Could have snuck that one in for the 5th goal of the match. 8:29 and counting here in the first half. ICC leading 4-0 here. Lady Indians trying to cash in and pick up the 10th win of the season, which will be the most wins in a season for the Lady Indians soccer program. As Coach Sullivan kind of talked about in the first half when he was up here with us. First year Southwest has had a soccer program, and not a bad showing. I mean, of course, they're 0-9 this season, and you do have some growing pains in the early stages of your program, but hey, you got to start somewhere. You think about where ICC has been and where they've come from. Now here comes Barnett, goes top shelf. Oh, off the cross, no good. Put back, no good. Man, tough break there for Allie, as that was a good shot. Just the ball just didn't want to go to its home. Had that second opportunity, and a nice play that time by Taylor Savage to clean things up and to avoid giving up another goal. 4-0 is your score here. ICC with the lead. Maya Richardson with it now, pokes it out to Bradley. Bradley back to Richardson. Richardson's going to survey what the defense has given her, and kind of just gets a little screen there down the side, and nicely defended after that. But there's Ferris Bradley to clean things up.
Yes, Fran. Yes, Fran.
Barnett trying to send it ahead. And a smart play that time by Savage, coming up and making the play on it.
Nice job, ladies.
So this pitch, I'm thinking baseball. This ball sent down the pitch, I should say. And it's still loose, and that's going to be Francesca taking it over. Fran leaves it back to Younger, who sends it across the middle, and it's going to be cleared out of bounds by Southwest. 6:38 and counting here. ICC with a 4-0 lead. We do appreciate everyone tuning in here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. And now here comes a shot. Oh, nice save by Taylor Savage. She has played pretty solid after giving up 4 quick goals in the match. She has settled in nicely in net for Southwest Tennessee. So this is ICC with it now. Fran looking to go to work. Touches it forward. Ooh, a push in the back, but no call. One of those I think the referees are going to let them play as long as they just don't get too physical to cause any injuries, I guess you can say. And so Southwest with it, looking to go to work. Oh, there's a tug and pull of the jersey. That's going to be a foul on Hope Simmons and probably going to be a card as well. They're going to call Simmons to the side, and the referee's just going to be like a parent and kind of just talk to her and say, hey, listen, we don't need nothing like that. And knowing Hope, she's probably like, yeah, that's my bad. I don't even know why I did it.
17 there.
So they're going to send it inside. Ball is being bounced around, and here comes an opportunity. Oh, smart play by Mary Kate Grayson to come in and quickly make a decision on that one. If not, that had easy goal written all over it for Southwest. So this is Fran with it, looking to go to work at midfield, sends it ahead. Barnett that time had to be careful because if she would have released a little too soon, would have been called for the offside, and that touch just a little too strong, and Southwest will take control. 4:28 to go here until halftime. Remind you to stay tuned for the halftime show. It includes the Sonic scoring update just before we take you to the ICC All-American Band performance from earlier this football season. Here comes the Lady Indians. Younger leaves that one off to Llanos. And the kick just off the fingertips and saved that time by Savage. Another great effort by Taylor Savage to take away that goal. 50-50 ball and the battle for it at midfield, and it's going to be settled by Richardson. ICC with it now going out wide on the wing. This is going to be Ferris Bradley. Bradley sends it ahead. And the ball's free, and Fran's going to chase it down. She's going to send it out wide to reset the offense. Now a kick from distance, and no. That one had a chance. I think it was one of those Savage thought it was going to be a little bit further away until the ball got on top of her, and that one just about a foot too far to the left. If not, it could have possibly snuck in top shelf for the goal. 3:17 to go here until halftime. Adam Gore, Raphael Henry bring this action here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Lee Adams, who is usually with us, is not here this afternoon. He's got some family business to attend to, but Nina Strother is here taking photos for ICCimages.com. You can see photos from today's matches as well as other matches and events here at ICC. You can get the digital downloads for $1. That's ICCimages.com. So here comes ICC, pokes it ahead and looking for a run out of alley that time, but another smart play by Savage to run up and make the stop on that one. Savage is going to try to send this one up the pitch, and it is going to be controlled by Southwest on the far side. Lady Indians coming over and challenging. And it's broken up that time by Younger, back to Southwest. Now Southwest with it. This is going to be number 8, Katie Smith, looking to push. Sends it ahead, and it's going to be deflected out of bounds off the leg of Brooke Younger. Nice job that time recovering by Younger to get back and get in that passing lane. So it'll be a toss in here for Southwest. Lady Indians coming up applying some pressure, but Southwest able to get it back, but then cleared out. And the kick is going to be out of bounds, and looks like it's going to go into the parking lot. So they'll just get a ball behind the net here as that one rolled underneath a red truck. So a toss in here for Southwest. 1:26 to go here in the first half. That's going to be a foul whistle on ICC. Once again, remind you to stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime show. It'll be a performance from the ICC All-American Band along with the Sonic scoring from the first half, and it's been all ICC as they lead this one 4-0. Foul be resulting in a free kick sent on its way and just wide left of the goal, and it'll be a goal kick coming up here for ICC inside a minute to play here in the first half. So we'll send it out wide. This is going to be Meyer Richardson with it, who will quickly dribble it up the pitch. Drop it off to Bradley, and Bradley had that ball come off her foot a little awkward, but it ends up off the foot of Brittany Sullivan and out of bounds with 36 seconds to go here in the first half. So Southwest will toss this one in with under 30 seconds to play. Maya Richardson will step in front of it, and it will go out of bounds, and there'll be another toss in coming here from Southwest. Southwest trying to hurry, see if they can find a last-second goal now with 12 seconds. Out of bounds, and that will more than likely do it for your first half of play. No, they're going to get a chance to toss it in as time expires. And that'll do it. Your score here at halftime, ICC leading 4-0 over Southwest. And let's take a look at some Sonic first half scoring. It started in the basically the first minute of the match when Mallory Scott scored on an assist from Cynthia Bethencourt. It was 1-0. Then Meadows scored off an assist from Christie about 4 minutes later to make it 2-0 ICC. Then Morgan Dennis fired, it was blocked up, and then Dennis got it back off a deflection to make it 3-0 ICC. Then with about 23 minutes left in the first half, Christie able to poke it home for the fourth goal of the first half. And that is your first half scoring being brought to you by the Sonic here in Fulton. We'll hear a word from Sonic along with Little Caesars, and then hear from the ICC All-American Band, part of the Little Caesars halftime show here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Man, if they sold these pretzel dogs at the stadium, oh, everybody would love it.
Getting a hot dog on a premium pretzel bun with melted cheese sauce and crispy bacon here.
Oh, no thanks, I already got one.
The summer's biggest hit is the premium pretzel dog. This is how you Sonic.
When I grow up, I'm gonna redefine pizza. One that will change the history of pizza forever. A pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni. This is my dream, and I can do it. Because my mom and dad said I can accomplish anything. And I will do great things in life.
Sorry, kid, it's been done.
But my dream...
Introducing Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza. A large pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza, pizza.
The Latin celebration continues this evening with our Indianette feature, Carlos Santana's Smooth. Featured Gloria Estefan's 1985 hit tune Conga. Also featured on trumpet are Lydia Short of Pontotoc, Brandon York of Amory, Danielle Creighton from Tupelo, Jenna Harris Mantachi, Armando Quinones from Pontotoc, Daniel Torres from Tupelo, Holly Jones from Pontotoc, and Michael Collins from South Pontotoc. Sarah Griffin of Houston. Color guard captains are Valerie Blake of Itawamba, Amaya Lee of Aberdeen. Percussion captains are Logan Freeman from Corinth and Jeremy Hendricks from Tupelo. ICC All-American band directors are Ryan Todd.
I got a great deal on pizza.
You went to Little Caesars and got an extra most bestest with the most cheese and pepperoni for just $6.
I got a terrible deal on pizza.
Give me that.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni at the nation's best price. Little Caesars $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just moments away from the start of the second half. ICC is leading Southwest Tennessee by the score of 4-0. We'll recap your Sonic scoring throughout the second half. We'll try to give you your ICC starting lineup here in the second half as well, as soon as we get all these names and everything marked down. So ICC will have it to start the second half of play here. And Lady Indians go on the attack early.
It's a great ball, Hannah. Good luck.
Ball back to midfield.
Yeah, good choice, Audrey. Good choice, Audrey. Well done. Good. Good, Brooke.
Once again, just trying to piece everybody together here, see who I'm missing, and I believe I've got them all now, and I do. Let's go with your Coca-Cola starting lineup here for the second half for ICC, and it's going to be number 2, Alex Stevens. Number 3 is Mallory Scott. You've got number 9, Morgan Dennis. Number 10, Allie Barnett. Number 11 is Audrey Wilson. Number 15 is Hope Simmons. 16, Caroline Jaggers. 19, Grace Fowley. Number 21, Hannah Covington. Brooke Wilson wearing number 22. And in net here in the second half is going to be Haley McGill. Looks like Holly Stokes has taken over in net here for Southwest in the second half. ICC leads it 4-0. Take a look at some Sonic scoring. It started in the first minute of the match. It was Cynthia Bethencourt finding Mallory Scott for a easy goal to make it 1-0. And then with about 40 minutes and 37 seconds left, Christie found Addison Meadows 2-0 ICC. Then Morgan Dennis scored after a deflection by the keeper. She followed it up off the rebound to make it 3-0. And then Christie added the fourth goal of the first half with about 23 minutes to play in the first half. And ICC took a 4-0 lead. Lady Indians with the white top, red shorts, all blue, white trim for Southwest. This ball is going to be deflected, so it's just going to be a foot race here, and it's going to be cleared out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Lady Indians.
Good ball, Allie.
Well, you can see kind of there in the background, our ICC is hosting a ice cream social for some of his employees after the SACS COC accreditation was done. Kind of a celebration for the findings of those, and an incredibly good finding, and we're waiting from what they said when they left. Of course, nothing officially on paper just yet for SAC COC, but a lot of hard work from some great individuals here at the college went into that for the accreditation. As ICC with it now, Morgan Dennis is going to let it settle, sends it out wide. That's going to be Audrey Wilson with it now. Wilson sends it out wide. This is going to be Fowley. Fowley sends it ahead, looking for the backside. It was there, but a smart decision by Holly Stokes to come up and make a play on it as they're looking for Hannah Covington on the backside. So 4-0 remains your score here, ICC and Southwest Tennessee. Men's game coming up next. It's actually between ICC and Andrew College, as this is a pair of non-division games to wrap up the regular season. Both teams will advance to the MACJC playoffs, and they will host the match, as this one from distance and it's going to be out of bounds. We'll get a goal kick coming up here for Southwest, but both teams will advance to the MACJC playoff, host the opening round next Tuesday. Lady Indians will go at noon. The men will be at 2:30 ICC. It'll be a rematch with last year's opening round match against Gulf Coast. Of course, Gulf Coast won that match pretty handily last year over a lot of the girls that are coming back for this sophomore season. So A little bit of a bitter taste as this one sent ahead. Mallory Scott steps in front of it and intercepts it. And it's poked through and still loose. And, Southwest doing a great job of clearing that one out. Then Hannah Covington steps in front of it and takes it right back. Now this is going to be Morgan Dennis trying to send that one ahead. Ouch. Off the chest. And now here comes Mallory Scott. One-on-one opportunity. And a great stop that time by Stokes. And Mallory upset with herself, knowing that was an easy scoring opportunity that time. And her foot failed her as she went to put a kick on that one, trying to go wide, but credit Holly Stokes coming up and taking away, making that shot opportunity a little bit smaller window than she was expecting. So the ball is going to be sent down the pitch. Hannah Covington looking for it on the far side, and she controls. Try to send it ahead, but broken up nicely that time by Southwest. It'll be out of bounds and should be a toss in here for the Lady Indians. Coming up on 40 minutes to play here in the contest. ICC leading 4-0. All 4 goals coming so far in the first half. Covington tosses this one in. And Southwest does a great job of just coming in, making that a difficult toss in, taking up a lot of space, and the ball taken back now by Southwest Tennessee. Across the middle they go, and the ball's loose, and Southwest, though, will maintain possession. Now they're going to work it ahead, trying to go on the attack. Lady Indians have dominated the time of possession as most of the match so far has been played in the opposing team side of the field. The ball lost out of bounds, and it will go back to ICC. This will be Alex Stevens set to toss this one in. And she's going to just drop that one off to Morgan Dennis, and Dennis will clear it back to Jaggers. Jaggers sends it across. This is number 22, Brooke Wilson, with it now. Wilson sends it ahead. This is going to be Hannah Covington. Covington dribbling down the pitch now, sends it ahead, out wide. This is Allie Barnett. Barnett trying to get an angle on it. Now will go on the attack after she lets it settle. Sends in that one, but deflected out of bounds. Nicely done that time. I believe that was number 18, Corey Smith, coming in and helping out the defense. So it'll be a toss in here for ICC, and that's going to be Hope Simmons set to throw this one in. Simmons, into Mallory Scott, and Scott just couldn't handle it. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick coming up here for Southwest. So a goal kick coming up here for Southwest. So they do have a new keeper in the match. This is Holly Stokes. But she will not be taking this kick here. Sent ahead, and Allie Barnett steps in front of that one. Here come the Lady Indians. Nice hustle, though, by number 4, Maddie Harrington, to come in and break that one up. The ball eventually out of bounds on ICC, and we'll go back to Southwest. Take a look. You see a lot of fans coming out this afternoon with an earlier than normal match here for ICC. Of course, we move them up this early because of the opportunity of the sun setting a little bit sooner. We do thank those that are tuning in here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, and we do want to remind you that you can tune in this weekend on Let'sGoICCTV.com, starting with the Choice Pond pregame show at, I believe it's 2:10. Yes, it'll be 2:10 out at Mississippi Delta. That is, as long as the wireless service out there is decent, because they don't have any internet in their press box. And I think we're starting to have a few little internet issues here as well with the AT&T service.
Hey, keep working, White.
And so now here comes ICC as Southwest trying to go on the attack. Broken up nicely that time by the Lady Indians.
Work your way up, Vince. Work your way up. Go on.
Says starting to have a few internet issues out here. And we do apologize if this feed kind of drops out back and forth throughout the afternoon. Out of our control, as we don't have any internet out here at the soccer field, so we're having to run off a wireless card to be able to provide this. So now here comes ICC, and they're going to say she was offsides. Hey, don't know about that one. But the referee threw up his flag immediately, so we'll agree with it for this point in time. 35-37 to play here in the first half. ICC leading 4-0 here over Southwest Tennessee. So now here comes ICC. Mallory Scott with an opportunity here. Good hustle back on defense. Now Scott's going to step into it. Fire left-footed. Goes out wide. And it's going to be a goal kick coming up here for Southwest. Good effort that time by Scott. Just couldn't quite bend it enough to get it sneak it back into the backside. And the keeper that time unsure if it was out on them or us. But it is out on ICC. So a substitution coming in here for Southwest. That's going to be number 8. Katie Smith. So Smith will check in for Southwest.
Creep up just a little bit more there, Mitch. Right to 17th line. 17th line will be a good spot.
It's not if they make it hard, leave it on.
So that one go out of bounds. It'll be a toss in here for ICC.
First touch aggressive, then you can clean it up. Good.
And so here comes Barnett. Barnett, the defender on her, had a handful of jersey. Now she fires it, deflected off, but a nice job, a quick decision to go back in and make the save on that one by the Southwest keeper.
Tom Hanks and League of Their Own. There's no
So now Morgan Dennis with it, trying to go inside. Blocked up nicely that time by Southwest, cleared out. This is going to be Fowley stepping in front of it, leads it back to Audrey Wilson. Wilson from distance, and just a little off net that time, or off goal, I should say.
Drop in.
And so here comes Southwest on the attack, broken up nicely that time by Jaggers. Ahead they go on the far side of the pitch. This is going to be Hannah Covington. Covington looking to go to work. Sends it ahead. A handball, no call. But ICC keeps possession. Dennis with it. Morgan trying to poke it ahead, out wide to Fowley. Fowley looking to control. Lets it settle now. Ooh, nice crossover on the defender. Now looking to drive inside. Pokes it ahead. And this is Mallory Scott with it, leaves it back, and now the shot is in. Beautiful play that time, as that's Allie Barnett with the header off the assist from Grace Fowley, and a beautiful play that time for ICC. 5-0 Lady Indians. So that was Barnett off the assist from Fowley, and a beautiful play that time. And ICC will take a 5-0 lead. And now here comes ICC once again on the attack here. And once again, now they're going to go out wide. This is Fowley. Fowley with the opportunity here on the wing if she can catch up with it. And the Southwest defender makes a great play on the ball that time to take away the cross. Now they get it inside. And a strong left-footed attempt that time out of Mallory Scott, just wide. And substitutions coming in here for ICC. This is going to be number 24 checking in. That's going to be Savannah Courtright. So it'll be a kick coming up here, and it's sent ahead, and Mallory Scott will step in front of that one again. Scott bouncing off a defender, now sends it across to Barnett. Barnett looking for her second goal and gets it. Allie Barnett with back-to-back goals, and ICC leads it 6-0. So Lady Indians take a takes a 6-0 lead now. That's assist by Scott. There's a hard collision at midfield. Barnett, a chance at a hat trick, but now Morgan Dennis is going to send it, and it's a little wide, though. So 6-0 is your score. 27.5 minutes left to go in this one. Morgan Dennis is going to come up and take this one away. Dennis tries to sneak that one forward. It's going to be off the foot of Southwest, and it should be a corner kick coming up here for the Lady Indians. Substitutions coming in next is going to be Ferris Bradley, Brittany Sullivan, Cynthia Bethencourt, and Brooke Younger at the next opportunity for ICC. So corner kick coming in here for Mallory Scott. Senate's on its way. Looking for the backside, and nearly kneed in that time by Hannah Covington, and there's a shot up in and good. That's Audrey Wilson. Wilson with the goal. And the sophomore scoring on sophomore day. And ICC takes a 7-0 lead. Nicely done that time by Audrey Wilson. Wilson gets it off the rebound.
Clear it wide. Good job.
So updating Twitter, we do remind you can follow us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. Also there at Let's Go ICC on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and YouTube. All you got to do is just search Let's Go ICC to find all that you want dealing with ICC athletics and then some. Also, don't forget you can visit iccms.edu. As we try to get the feed back up, or I should say the internet back up. So I think the stream is trying to bounce off the wireless through the school, and that's just not going to cut it. So for those watching here on the archive, we do apologize if you were trying to watch live. So we're trying to get the internet to reconnect here. And it should be back up now.
Good job, Brett.
Shout out to Phil Christie letting us know that the stream had went down. So internet just, AT&T's been having some issues with their internet this week. I know they were down, and hopefully they still aren't down out on the northwest or west side of the state, as that's where we'll be tomorrow, as we've got it back up and running now here. And we do welcome those back here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. ICC leads at 7-0. Just in case you missed some scoring, let's go ahead and give you the second half scoring updates being brought to you by your Sonic here in Fulton. Remind you can get a cheeseburger and onion rings for $2.99 at Sonic. Doesn't include a drink, but hey, you can get a drink at the house. Such a good deal. We do want to thank all Melissa and all the rest of the fine folks there at the Sonic here in Fulton for being a part of today's broadcast. In the first half, it was back-to-back goals by Allie Barnett, the first one coming off an assist from Fowley and then an assist from Scott. That made it 6-0, and then Audrey Wilson off the rebound with some authority as well. Sticks home the 7th goal of the match, and ICC leads at 7-0. That is your scoring here in the second half. So now ICC looking to move ahead. And now they swing it ahead looking for Allie Barnett. That one cleared out. Should be Bethencourt that takes over this one. She does. Bethencourt swinging it wide, looking backside, and it's not there. Just a little too far out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick coming up here for Southwest. 7-0 now is your score. ICC with the lead. So it'll be a goal kick coming up here for Southwest. 21-29 left here in the contest. This one popped up and bouncing around, and Southwest comes away with it.
Great step, Brooke.
Tries to send it ahead, but that's Brooke Wilson stepping in front of it. Now swings it ahead to Deanna Christie. Christie looking to go to work, sends it forward. This is Allie Barnett. Lost it, but now Barnett gets it back for Fran. Fires, and no, deflected. Nice help defense that time by Southwest. It should result in a corner kick. Yes, it will. It'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Lady Indians. We do welcome those back here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Hopefully our internet feed will continue to stay strong. So it'll be a corner kick coming up. I believe this is Llanos will be taking this kick, and it will be. Fran will trot over to the corner. ICC leading 7-0 with 20 minutes and 30 some odd seconds to play in this one. Fran steps into this one, sends it. And, looking for that backside. It was there, but the ball's going to be out of bounds, and it will be last touched by ICC. So it'll be a goal kick coming up here for Southwest Tennessee. We do invite you to stay tuned. We'll have the men's Sophomore Day festivities coming up at the conclusion of this match. We'll break away for a little while, then come back with the First American National Bank opening kick here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Just a programming note for those watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. It'll be next Tuesday. ICC will host a pair of MACJC playoff matches. The Lady Indians will go at noon against Gulf Coast, and the men will go at 2:30 against Southwest Mississippi. As Barnett with it now. Reverse it back to the middle. Fran, weaving her way through traffic, whiffed on the kick. And Southwest dodged a big-time bullet there. Fancy footwork that time by Llanos, but ICC keeps the possession. Now a shot from distance from Younger, and that one would deflect it off. Fran would have done a great job coming in here to clean that one up, but a great play that time by Holly Stokes to make the save. 7-0 remains your score here. ICC with the lead. And this is going to be Ferris Bradley taking it away. Up the front they go to Fran. Fran trying to win the foot race and just couldn't quite get to it quick enough. It's going to be sent out of bounds. And it'll be a corner opportunity coming up here for ICC. I do like Francesca that time getting the fans' attention, asking him to retrieve the ball as he was just sitting there looking at his phone. Fran kind of got his attention and asked for a little help, and he quickly jumped up and got the ball in for the Lady Indians. Corner kick on its way, deflected around, and going to be cleared out yet again, and a smart play that time by the defender for Southwest, as there was a lot of players around that for ICC that could have easily got that one back into the back of the net. That kick goes wide. And welcome back as we're trying to get the stream running. The show is running, but there's a player down on the pitch. Looks like the ICC player is Francesca. She says she's okay. So here comes ICC. Fran fires from distance. No, just wide right. Good looking shot that time. Looking to go top shelf. Just couldn't quite get that one to go home. Good shot opportunity. So ICC leads this one 7-0. Inside 17 minutes to play here before this one's final. The Lady Indians trying to win their 10th match of the season, and if they do, it will be the most wins in a season for this Lady Indians program. And that'll be a lot of momentum heading into postseason play next Tuesday against Gulf Coast. As we said, that'll be a rematch from last year's opening round playoff game. ICC, well, they dropped a tough one, if you will, down at Gulf Coast last season. A very experienced sophomore heavy team. As now here comes ICC. Francesca, no, too tall. But ICC still going on the attack, and that's one thing that Coach Strother is trying to preach to them. We want to be sure we can finish on our opportunities especially get them used to that heading into the playoffs. So it'll be a rematch from last year's opening round. The men will play at 2:30. There'll be a significant break in between matches. They wanted to allow the teams enough time to make sure in case a match went into overtime or if there was any type of delay that with no lights here on the field, they'd have enough time to complete the matches with it being a playoff match. So that's the reason for the 12 and 2:30 start times. So that one will be kicked out of bounds, and it will be Southwest to toss this one in. So this one will be poked ahead and out of bounds, and it'll be ICC ball. So ICC will toss this one in. I believe that's Ferris Bradley on the far side. Ball being kicked around, and it's going to be controlled by Fran. Looking to go to work. Got Bethencourt coming in on the inside with her as well. Francesca fires and sends it home. Francesca Llaneros with the 8th goal of the match for ICC, an impressive one that time. I don't think she was even thinking about dishing that one off to anybody, as she sent that one home, and ICC takes an 8-0 lead with 14 and a half to play in this one. Well, as we said, for those that are watching, maybe tuning in for the first time this afternoon, the Southwest Tennessee team, first year to have a program, and you know, you go through some growing pains, and you see some matches like this. But the important part for this Southwest squad, and it's been the case all day, they have not let up. Despite the situation they're in now, they have fought hard, they've played hard. We saw 2 great performances out of Holly Stokes and Taylor Savage. While, yes, they've given up 8 goals, this match could really be out of control because they've made some beautiful saves this afternoon. Just ICC has just flooded the net with shot opportunities. And when you have as many shot opportunities the Lady Indians have had today, 1, your keepers are going to get tired. 2, eventually some of those are going to find their way through.
Good. Better picture.
So McGill will send this goal kick down the pitch off the head of Cynthia Bethencourt. And the ball's loose, Southwest with it. And that's going to be Courtright clearing it out. So this one will be sent ahead, and the ball will be retrieved by McGill. Haley McGill has not had much work to do here in the second half after she took over at keeper. And now this is going to be Deanna Christie on the far side of the pitch trying to chase this one down. Being hawked defensively, now blows by the defender. Now here comes Deanna. Deanna crossing over the defender, and the ball's going to be sent out of bounds. Good help defense that time by Southwest. Oh, wow, they're going to say this is last touch by ICC. It's one of those 8-0 calls, I guess you can say. And it looks like a mass substitution getting set to come in here for ICC at the next opportunity. Francesca a little upset that the pull of the jersey, or basically hug of Francesca, was not called that time. And it's one of those where she's from Chile, so they probably do call the game a little more strict when they, even if they get out this point. But referees, as I said, going to let this one roll, let this clock continue to roll, unless there is just some kind of just malicious type foul. And I don't imagine to see anything like this. We've seen great sportsmanship out of Southwest and ICC so far in this match, and I'm figured to stay that way for the remaining 11 and a half.
Nice goal. I said you'll see if she can't score from there.
So mass substitutions into the contest here for ICC. Sophomore day, we were able to enjoy honoring our Lady Indians sophomore members before the match. We'll do the same in the men's match. We'll keep it here until that one's done, then we'll break away for a brief moment here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. That one's sent ahead and cleared out nicely that time by Southwest. 8-0 is your score. There's Ferris Bradley. Bradley had it kicked away, and Ferris, like she may have went knee to knee with a Southwest player, and she is slow to get up now, getting up on her own power there. So here comes Southwest on the attack. That's going to be one of the biggest keys this afternoon for both the Lady Indians and the Indians. No unnecessarily cards and no injuries is what they're looking to finish the day with. Of course, a pair of wins would be great, but I think that's probably going to be third on that scale of importance for both these coaches this afternoon. Bradley sends that one ahead. Here comes Mallory Scott with an opportunity out wide. Scott tries to send that one ahead, but broken up nicely that time by Hannah McKinley. So that ball will go out of bounds and result in a corner opportunity here for the Lady Indians. And Audrey Wilson will check in, and Ferris Bradley will check out. We do want to say congratulations to Ferris Bradley. She was elected this year's homecoming queen, one of 2 Lady Indians that will be on the homecoming court next Saturday here in Fulton, as Hannah Covington, also a freshman member of the homecoming court. You can see that right here on letsgoicctv.com. Send that one in the middle. Header broken up nicely by Southwest. There's Brooke Younger trying to sneak one in on the backside. Cleared out nicely. So this is court right, allowing that one to settle on the far side. Across the middle they go. Barnett drops it back, and this one's going to be shot from distance, too tall, by Audrey Wilson. Wilson already has a goal. Matter of fact, she scored the last goal that was scored in the match to make it 8-0 off a rebound, and she just put it home with some serious authority as ICC leads this one 8-0. And this one deflected, and Southwest trying to keep it in bounds, and does so after they kick it off the leg of Grace Valley. Valley that time was trying to check up to kick it in quickly to Mallory Scott, but just lost her balance, and the ball now will end back to Scott. Mal sends it ahead. Morgan Dennis. Dennis spins. Sends it across the middle. Looking on the outside of Younger. Younger fires, and a great save across the way. That time by Holly Stokes. Good attempt that time on the part of Brooke Younger. So it'll be a corner kick coming up here for ICC, and I believe that's going to be Audrey Wilson getting set to send that one in. So a corner opportunity here for ICC. They lead it 8-0. Do want to say a hello to the Christie family along with the Fowley family watching overseas. I think there's a 12-hour difference. I hope it's not, because that means it's like 3 in the morning out there. I think it's maybe 17 hours difference between here and there. Let's see. Okay, no. For Scotland, it's getting a little late. It's 8:41 in the PM in Scotland. And the same there in England. So not too bad. They're probably winding down for the evening. Are the Fowley and Christie family watching us here on letsgoicctv.com. So a free kick coming up here from Mallory Scott, trying to direct the Lady Indians, and ow, that one just did not get any lift on it and came off the leg of the Southwest players. It's going to be sent out of bounds. It should be a toss in here for the Lady Indians. So here comes a shot from the side. Oh, nearly deflected back in. Now here comes Grace. Going to send it back out wide to Hope Simmons. And Simmons, no. Trying for the quick shot, and it just goes wide right. Substitution coming into the match now is going to be a sophomore Ferris Bradley checking into the contest, and Grace Fowley will check out. So giving the sophomores a chance to ride off into the sunset with the victory this afternoon is Coach Strother. Lady Indians will improve to 10-0 on the, or excuse me, not 10-0, 10-7 on the year, and that 10 win will mark the most wins in program history, and a chance to build on that next Tuesday. And here comes the opportunity here from Dennis, and Morgan, no, just tried to let that one settle a little too much that time, and a great save, quick reaction by Holly Stokes saves that one and keeps it an 8-0 match. Coming up on 5 minutes left to play here. Remind you the guys' game will be coming up here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. They're playing Andrew College out of Georgia. The Indians traveled, I don't think that one's the Stone Mountain area, but I do believe it's a little north of Atlanta is where they're located. As the ball sent ahead, and it's going to be out of bounds. And it'll be a toss in here by Southwest. As Anna Fowley saying thanks for the shout out. Watching the game is a great way to start the weekend. Oh, it's true, it is the weekend. I forgot. We've got football tomorrow, so we'll be on the road at Mississippi Delta. We do hope everyone has a great weekend. If you got some time, feel free to tune in right around that 2:10 mark here for the Choice Pond pregame show. And then at 2:30, we'll have the First American National Bank opening kickoff between ICC and Mississippi Delta. Homecoming at Mississippi Delta, so ICC hopefully going to go on the road and play a little bit of spoiler for the Trojans' homecoming, as that toss in is going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Southwest Tennessee. So the throw in is going to be Morgan Dennis, but then it was taken away by Southwest, and ICC deflects it back. Southwest gets it again, and ICC takes it back. Anything you can do, I can do better as the ball goes out of bounds, and looks like it's going to land in Firewater Creek out there behind the grandstands. It's a nice day for soccer. Sunny. Some clouds in the sky, but not a whole lot. Temperatures, nice. Breezy. Not breezy, just kind of a little constant breeze to keep you cooled off. Temperatures in the mid-70s, right about 78. Humidity, this is what makes it so great, folks. This is why it feels so good. Humidity's only at 54%. So out wide they go to Ferris Bradley. Bradley steps into it, fires left-footed, and nearly deflects in after the ball squirted away from the keeper. And Bradley just could not get that one to go home. That left-footed attempt. Nice save once again by Holly Stokes. Rain, though, is scheduled in the forecasts on Sunday and Monday, so you'll want to be sure and stay tuned to Let's Go ICC on Twitter as well as our website to see if any changes will be made to the playoff scenario here in Fulton. Those matches scheduled for 12 o'clock and 2:30 on Tuesday of next week. .2:11 to play here in the contest. ICC has been in control. They scored in the opening minute of the game and have not looked back. They've dominated the time of possession in this match. And we got to give a tip of the cap to Southwest Tennessee. This is a program, their first year to ever have soccer. As this is going to be Morgan Dennis, and gets that one to go home. Morgan Dennis gets it off the deflection, bounce off the post, and in for the goal, and Morgan Dennis makes it 9-0. That's her second goal of the afternoon here on Sophomore Day. 9-0 is your score. ICC just a minute and 28 seconds away from this one being final. But as we were saying, tip of the cap to Southwest. They've been overmatched, a lot of experience out of this ICC team this afternoon. A team full of freshmen and one sophomore for Southwest Tennessee. That one sent ahead and an easy scoop that time for Southwest. But Southwest has not quit, and that's what you look for out of a coach, out of a young program. You got to have someone to build that firm foundation, and I think Southwest Tennessee has got a group of ladies out there that's going to set up this program for great things in the future. This one bouncing around. Audrey Wilson will control. Now goes out wide with 45 seconds left to play. Wilson now going on the charge on the far side of the pitch. Dribbles ahead. Fires it, and that one scooped by Holly Stokes. And about 30 seconds until this one is final. ICC leading 9-0, and the Lady Indians will improve to 10-7 overall, and that will set the mark for most wins in a single season by this Lady Indians team.
Great recovery, Maya.
Give it 12 seconds now. Southwest playing hard to the bitter end here in Fulton. Lady Indians clear that one out. Ferris Bradley with it now. 5 seconds. Bradley going to send it ahead to Dennis. Dennis going to try to see if she can get the shot off, and she cannot. Time will expire, and the Lady Indians will pick up the 9-0 victory as we move into the Renaissance Bank postgame show, as we'll talk about some Sonic scoring here in the contest. And I tell you what, there's been a lot of them this afternoon. It all started in the first minute of the match when Mallory Scott scored off a assist from Bethencourt. That was 1-0 ICC. Then Meadows followed off an assist by Deanna Christie, and that was with 40 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first half. 2-0 ICC. Morgan Dennis scored off the deflection from the keeper. That made it 3-0 ICC, and then Deanna Christie scored with about 23 minutes left in the first half. That made it 4-0 ICC. Second half scoring started off with back-to-back goals by Allie Barnett. Barnett made it 6-0. Grace Falley and Mallory Scott each with assists on Barnett's goal. And then Wilson was able to get the deflection and send it home with some authority to make it 7-0 ICC. And then it was Francesca Llanos scoring to make it 8-0, and then with about 1:45 left in the contest, Morgan Dennis scored her second goal of the match, and so and that makes your final score in this one 9-0 ICC. So you take a look at the Lady Indians celebrating out there. They set a new record for most wins in a single season as they pick up their 10th win of the season and improve to 10-7 on the year. And I got to get the Twitter updated here, so I do apologize for that. As you take a look at the Lady Indians celebrating there, the Indians getting set. It's probably about I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes before we start the men's sophomore day festivities. So let's hear a quick word from Renaissance Bank and more sponsors here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Nah, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger?
What?
Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're just moments away from the start of the men's Sophomore Day presentation here as we honor our sophomores on Sophomore Day. If you're just now joining us, ICC Lady Indians pick up a 9-0 win over Southwest Tennessee. And with that win, the Lady Indians set the mark for most wins in the season with their 10th win of the year. And so we're awaiting the start of the Sophomore Day festivities here. As the Indians getting set there across the way.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to the ICC Soccer Complex for the men's match between Andrew College and Itawamba men's soccer team. Before the game begins, we'd like to recognize our sophomore class of our ICC men's soccer players. So please welcome the sophomore class for 2018. All 8 of these guys have played 2 years here at Itawamba. This season, they finished as co-champions of the MAC JC North Division and have qualified for the MAC JC playoffs, where they will host Southwest Mississippi Community College on Tuesday. We will now recognize each individual. Number 1, Brandon White, goalkeeper from Tupelo, Mississippi. His parents are Mike and Tracy White.
I got 2 more maybe. I'll make another.
Number 7, Luis Garcia. It's a striker from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Mama Sophia Garcia. He was chosen also to play in the All-Star game for this upcoming season after we complete our tournament play. Number 10, Logan Little. He's a midfielder from Tupelo, Mississippi. Parents are Lauren Little and Shane Little. Logan is the team captain for this year and a member of PTK. He was also chosen to participate in the MAC All-Star game this year. Number 8, Cesar Perez. He's a defender from New Albany, Mississippi. Parents are Dolores Flores and Hugo Perez. Number 11, Colby Bogle. He's a midfielder from Tupelo, Mississippi. Parents are Mike and Ashley Bogle. Colby's a team captain for the 2017 season, and he was also chosen to play in the 2017 MAC JC All-Star game this year. Number 16, Chase Huddleston, midfielder from Tupelo, Mississippi. Parents are Charles and J.A. Huddleston. Chase is a member of this, was a team captain for this year's team and is also a member of the PTK. He was chosen to play in the 2017 All-Star game this year. He was also a Pinnacle NJCAA Academic All-American selection last year, and he was a distinguished MAC JC Academic selection as a freshman as well. Number 20, Trey Clark, midfielder from Amory, Mississippi. Parents are Ray and Julie Clark. Number 21, Trent Pace, defender from Amory, Mississippi. Parents are Eddie Pace and Sarah Benson. One last time, we'd like to recognize these sophomore players. If we could, let's give them all a round of applause.
And there you see the special
These
presentation
guys will
for
have
our
one last
sophomore
home
day.
match as they open the playoffs next Tuesday in the quarterfinal matchup between Southwest Mississippi Community College. Kickoff is slated for 2:30 in the afternoon.
So as you see there, a special day here at ICC honoring both our men and women sophomores on the squad this year. ICC, you see there the men getting ready for some photos. We're going to take a step away real quick here. A quick word from Renaissance Bank as we close out our Renaissance Bank post-game report. And we're going to break away and then come back with the men's game against Andrew College right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.